At the southern tip of Africa is a country filled with potential and promise. A promise that stretches across mountains and into the Indian and Atlantic Oceans, covering more than 2,500 kilometers of coastline. South Africa, strategically positioned where two oceans meet, has always been an important part on the trade route between the East and the West. And today, many generations after the world's colonial powers recognized its strategic importance, South Africa is still a key player in the maritime world. With a strategic position on the globe, South Africa handles 7% of all the world's seagoing cargo, and the maritime sector accounts for 58% of the country's gross domestic product. This country has the potential to be a leading player in the maritime world.
We are thoroughly a maritime country. This time, this moment, we are building a connection, a link between our country reality as a maritime location and the consciousness of our people.
The South African Maritime Safety Authority, or SAMSA, has recognized this potential, but also understands that for it to be realized, the right skills need to be nurtured and developed, and young people need to be attracted to join this, one of the world's oldest professions. Over the past 3 years, SAMSA has embarked on various projects aimed at improving the well-being of seafarers. Recognizing the important contribution they make to the country and developing the skills needed to help the South African maritime industry reach its full potential. With 2010 being declared the International Year of the Seafarer, SAMSA took the initiative of creating a world first. At a gala ceremony in Cape Town, the country's top seafarers were recognized during the National Seafarer of the Year Awards. This event saw workers across all levels in the maritime industry nominated by their peers, an indication of the level of professionalism and dedication among South African seafarers.
I think this evening we are dedicating our entire climate, our entire environment, and all our efforts to the possibilities that were made possible by the use of the mode of transport called shipping.
A legend in its own right, the SA Agulhas is a famous research vessel loved and revered by all South Africans. In 2010, SAMSA embarked on another world first by placing an all-women crew on the SA Agulhas to pilot the ship on a voyage from Cape Town to Durban. This proved beyond any doubt that seafaring is no longer the exclusive domain of men.
I came through every single rank in the maritime industry. You know, as part of the crew, I washed and scrubbed decks. You know, I chipped and painted. And through that, I earned respect from the guys.
It's an awesome experience, and that's, but at the end of the day, we're here to get the ship safely from A to B.
I am a female from Port Elizabeth, who is a marine engineer officer, and I'm saying that to the females out there, it is possible.
And as this ship reaches the end of its working life, plans are being made for it to be recommissioned as a dedicated training vessel. The exciting career of a seafarer has its rewards. Yet with the rewards come difficulties, like the long weekends at sea, away from loved ones. To support South African seafarers during these hard times, SAMSA established the Seafarer Centre in Durban. This one-of-a-kind centre helps sailors keep in contact with their families through a dedicated phone line and gives them any kind of support they may need during their time far away from home. And as a testament to the role that seafarers play in this country's economy, groups of South Africans gathered at various locations around the country on the 25th of June to pay tribute to the country's maritime force.
South Africans, it is important for us to honor our fellow South African seafarers and acknowledge the contributions that they have on the global and local economy.
Today, on the 25th of June 2011, the inaugural day for the launch of the International Seafarers Day, which shall be marked every year henceforth. On behalf of SAMSA, I, the Chief Executive Officer, on behalf of the South African government, on behalf of all South Africa, we salute all our seafarers.
With all this potential being unlocked, the South African maritime industry is sure to grow in leaps and bounds, protecting the vital passage between continents, ensuring the safety of people and cargo passing the southernmost tip of Africa, and developing a professional maritime workforce crewed by these highly skilled South Africans.